Hello everyone, my name's Jaime Flores, and today we'll be going over fluorouracil, which is also known as 5-FU, and it's sold under the trade name Adrasil. So this this drug is used to treat several different kinds of cancer, including colon, breast, and digestive tract cancer. And we'll be going over how it's broken down and how it inhibits some reactions, and it also has three different analogs, which pretty much three different routes how it can help with cancer. Um, and we'll be going over that on the next slide. So as you can see here, we have the three different pathways it can take to help with to fight cancer. And as you can see at the end, we have P53. So all these three pathways lead to the activation of P53, which, as we know, it helps. It's a tumor suppression enzyme. It helps with suppressing these cancer cells or tumors. So the first pathway we can go over is F through FDUMP, which is fluorodeoxyuridine monophosphate, which this eventually leads to DNA damage. So as we can see here on the flow chart, 5-FU is turned into FDUMP, which in turn it increases TS expression, and so as you can see, the FDUMP leads to the inhibition of TS, which is thymodylate synthase. And what this does is this protein is what pretty much catalyzes the methylation of DUMP, and this pretty much leads to the DNA maintaining their replication and repair properties. So once this is inhibited, it leads to DNA damage. The DNA can no longer repair itself, can no longer replicate. So this first mechanism is where it leads to that DNA damage. So next we can go over FDUTP, which is similar to this, but it doesn't really inhibit anything. It goes directly into DNA and it damages directly. And then lastly, we have fluorouracil, which then this is our last analog. It goes into FUTP. FUTP is so lastly we have the FUTP, which eventually leads to RNA damage, but so FUTP, which is fluorouridine triphosphate, it's so we start at the top. The fluoro 5-FU is turned into 5-FUTP, and it is eventually incorporated into RNA. So this resulting new RNA is also known as 5F RNA, and this new RNA is not a proper substrate for some of those enzymes that are involved in the pre-rRNA processing. So under these circumstances, the cell recognizes these RNAs, and it degrades them and gets rid of them. And again, all of these three analogs, they eventually lead to P53 activation, which helps suppress these tumor cells. Thanks for watching.